Alright, so hey, it's Ingrid from L'Enfant and I'm here with Charlie from Jpnsgrls. So how's it going today?
It's great, yeah, I'm excited to be playing a hometown show.
Yeah, welcome back. So let's talk about the show tonight.
Okay.
It's only 75 people, correct?
Yeah, we wanted to do something intimate and all ages because we hadn't kind of done anything for our all ages crowd lately. And they're awesome, and then we decided to play with Switch to Black because that's been a long time coming as well.
Cool, so let's also talk about the new album. It's called Divorce.
Yeah.
Now why did you pick that name? Because when you look through the album, it's not really about divorce.
Well yeah, it's like, we picked that name because there's a whole bunch of like marriages and divorces going on around us while we were making it, just kind of coincidentally, and somebody who was working on the record couldn't ended up having to work on less of the record because of some personal problems that they were having that had to do with the divorce. And then I started writing more about myself, more obviously, just everything was coming from my actual experiences and my point of view and sense of humor on this album. And when I started to do the introspection to kind of decide what was worth singing about, I kind of came to the conclusion that the reason that I am a songwriter and a sap and a, scatterbrained person is I could just blame it all on my folks' divorce. So that's kind of the idea. Is it's like the when Batman's parents get shot in the alley, so he becomes Batman.
Yeah.
That's my parents getting shot in the alley.
Cool. So is there any relation to the song Brandon? Because that song does say divorce in it.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of like more or less the preview of the fact that the next record's going to be called Divorce. Yeah, it just kind of worked out like that.
So that song is about a very important issue as well, but a lot of the songs from this album are too, like Bully for You and then Circuses as well.
Yeah.
So do you feel like it's important to have those songs on an album, and why?
Yeah, I just think that for the most part people in pop music, it perplexes my mind how much of the lyrical content in pop music is just either asinine or kind of cliche and ran into the ground. And again, I wanted to make a record about things that I actually cared about and actually reflected me both times. So at the end of the day, art is about self-expression. So those are just things that are important to me. And that's why they, come off as honest, because they are.
I think what's cool is they're not preachy either.
Yeah, which I was very careful about, because holy shit, that's a tightrope when you start talking about things like the environment to not sound like, oh my god, the worst, yeah.
So what do you like best about living on the West Coast?
The fact that my family's here, I guess.
Aww.
My family and friends. I think that's it. A lot of me is very much East Coast kind of personality. I like walking fast and being in a city and stuff. So I'm in Vancouver by kind of just because I was born here.
Alright.
But I do love it.
Yeah.
But it's not. I don't consider myself to have much of a West Coast personality. Far too high strung.
Alright, so you guys have 2 songs on the radio right now.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about hearing yourself on the radio?
It's always completely strange, and obviously it was a goal of mine growing up, so in that way it's like an amazing feeling. And when you get a message from your friends, like I rarely get to hear myself on the radio, but I'll get messages from my friends of like, they won't stop playing you in Victoria and stuff. Make them stop.
Alright, so what's next for you?
We're just about to do 14 dates in the West Coast of the United States, and then after that we do about 15 dates in Europe, and then for December and January we'll probably be writing, and then yeah, just promoting this album that we worked so hard on for so long.
That's all I got.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Pleasure.